A tanker truck flips over on 795 and catches fire. The latest on the driver and major traffic delays in this area. Hello, I'm Lynn Bowie. The truck crashed and overturned, bursting into flames just after 9 this morning. Let's take a live look at the cleanup still happening out there on the road. The Maryland Department of the Environment is working to clean up diesel fuel spilled during the crash, and several lanes of 795 remain closed right now. It all happened in the northbound lanes, just past 695, near the Owings Mills Boulevard exit in Pikesville, Baltimore County. Amy Kawada was at the scene. She has more on the crash and its aftermath.
Well, the fire is now out and crews are now in cleanup mode as investigators with Maryland State Police are looking into this crash. We've learned the driver of the tanker truck was taken to shock trauma in serious condition. This all happened around 6 this morning. The Maryland Transit Administration says crews responded to an overturned 8,500-gallon tanker truck on fire on I-795 between Owings Mills Boulevard and the Beltway. Firefighters freed the driver from the truck, who was then rushed to shock trauma. No one else was hurt in this incident. Officials say the tanker truck was carrying fuel, and crews are now working with the State Department of the Environment to contain the diesel fuel. MDE is reporting no environmental impact. A neighbor who lives right across 795 tells me she heard an extremely loud boom that woke her up from her sleep and looked out her window to a massive fire and heavy dark smoke. You could see the plumes of smoke in the distance for miles as traffic in both directions of 795 were shut down and a heavy presence of first responders lit up the interstate.
It was so loud. It sounded like a bomb. Someone, it's like, I didn't know what to think.
I hope he's okay, and prayers for my family to him. I hope he makes a full recovery.
And the cause of this crash remains under investigation. Officials say the Beltway will remain closed for an extended period of time and to avoid this area if you can. For now, reporting in Pikesville, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.
It is scary seeing those flames. Well, let's check in with Christy Breslin on the phone with more about how the road closure is affecting traffic. We definitely see the slowdowns on this traffic camera, Christy.
Yes, absolutely, Lynn. I mean, we're looking at Liberty Road, and it's quite a change from what it was this morning. It was backed up for miles in both directions on both the inner and the outer loop. For the time being, 795 is still closed in the northbound direction, and as you said, it's going to be closed for a while between the Beltway and Owings Mills Boulevard. Luckily, southbound lanes have been reopened, so it's going to be really tricky to get around in that area. So the best way to avoid it right now, you could take right through Town Road, you could take Painters Mill Road, but at least for the next several hours while the investigation and the cleanup is in process, there's going to be no access to northbound 795. But of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on the situation. It's been a rough day in the world of traffic.